Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Katie and my voice sounds incredibly husky today. This is the first time that I've actually had to speak on camera for like multiple days. So I'm gonna sound a little extra husky and sexy, but we're gonna go with the flow. Today we are doing a spring haul from Sherbet, and as you guys know, they are one of my favorite brands. I've been buying clothes from Sherbet for like years now, probably ever since before Darcy was born. But only recently, as of like maybe the last year, I've been able to work with them and collaborate on some awesome content. So today has been very kindly gifted by Sherbet. But as always, my reviews are my own. So we have 7 new in items, which is new in their spring collection. They've just launched a bunch of stuff, which I was talking to Jess. I went to coffee with her last week and I was saying that their brand is one of the few brands that has actually continued to release new stock during this whole COVID thing. So I'm really shocked and surprised to see so many beautiful pieces coming out when so many businesses are struggling. So as you can see from the array and the rack of beautiful designs here, there is so much color, and that's something that I've really been noticing a lot of places not having. It's just a lot of blacks and things, whereas this has just absolutely gone beyond my expectations of spring clothing. Now, if you guys are just as excited to see this haul as I am, please go down and hit the thumbs up. It really supports my channel, and also leaving any lovely comments along the way. And without further ado, let's get stuck into it. So first we're going to be starting off with the Lydia Dress, and I just have to say the color of this. Oh my god. So as you guys know, I'm a pink lover. It's actually my favorite color in the entire world. But look at the design on this. So it's got the paneling, as you can see, like the different layers, and it's also got a double line. So it's got a slip underneath. And then something really sweet, the detailing of it. It's got these round trims. You're not going to be able to see because the light's back here. It's also got functional buttons, which is so important for breastfeeding mamas, and this would also be perfect for pregnancy too because it's so flowy. So let's chuck it on. Okay, this is the beautiful Lydia on. I'm freaking obsessed with this shape. It's giving me very like 1900s doll vibe, like the dolls that you used to get. I can't remember, is it Lady Bliss or Lady... My mum used to have these dolls, and this reminds me of it. And they've just got this beautiful frill detail right at the bottom of the sleeve. And I know that a lot of plus size girls or curvy girls don't love their arms. I used to be one of those girls, and I can really appreciate a nice sleeve that detracts from the size of the arm. There's actually quite a lot of sleeve movement in there. I don't feel restricted. And like I was saying before, lots of room for a pregnant belly. This is going to be one of those items that I just never get rid of because it's going to be perfect for pregnancy. It's also got a nice amount of movement for growing boobs. Now you have this one in the size 18. The reason I did that was for this extra movement in the chest. So this top layer is like a cheeseclothy linen material. So one thing to note with that kind of material is it might shrink a little bit when you wash it. So make sure you're hand washing it in like a cold to lukewarm water, and then also obviously not leaving it in the water to soak for too long because that's when you're going to get a lot of shrinkage. If you guys wanted to get your hands on anything that I'm mentioning today, I'll have them all linked down below. Now moving right along, I think I'm going to go in a different like pattern and material, and we're going to go back here to this beautiful piece. Oh, I quickly forgot to mention the price of this one. This one was $64.95 retailed. Moving right along to the Pond dress. This is the summer design in the Pond collection, I should say. And it's got this beautiful, I think the word is sheared, how it's stretchy up the top. Now this is a fab piece, and this is one of their like staple designs that they then make with a bunch of different... What am I trying to say? This design is something that they replicate, but with different patterns. That's what I'm trying to say. So I actually own this one in a yellow print. I had like the daisies and like the yellow, I think from like summer, I want to say, and I still wear it to this day. It's just one of those items that's really comfortable, feels like no effort to put together, and it's a look. This is also one of those ones that's really great if you're unsure of sizing. So this one retails for $74.95. I actually got this one in a size 16 purely because of the stretch in it. I don't like going too big when it's got that stretch, otherwise it feels too loose and it hangs too low on me. So this one fits perfectly. It's actually got the panel at the back of the stretch, and then it's got that little pocket and then a tie-up button at the back. I think we're just gonna chuck this one on. All right, so this is giving me Cinderella vibes, I'm not gonna lie. And the sleeve cap sort of frilliness over here has slightly been changed or modified since the yellow one, or at least it feels that way to me. And the thing that's really flattering about it is it comes over the shoulder, which actually helps to slim you out because it's going beyond that arm extension here. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone else, but it does to me. And then you can chuck a belt on like so, and it's just finishing off the design really nicely, and then it would obviously pair with whatever shoes you're gonna wear. And it's a really beautifully flowy bottom as well. If I just stand on my tippy toes for you to be able to see, it's ending right in the lower part of the shin. So it's not full length and it's not like shin length. It's a beautiful length in my opinion. It's very, very classy, but also really casual. Next up is possibly my favorite spring print that they've brought out. Look at it. It's very between autumnal and spring, which, sorry, I've got a hair in my eyelash, which is perfect because I cannot stand designs that you can't wear year round, or at least a majority of the year. So when I see things like this, I think perfect. I can make that spring, I can make that summer, I can make that autumn, and that's what I look for in clothes, so that we can be more sustainable and so that we can be more budget friendly too. So this one has a beautiful drawstring detailing right around the waist area. It's also got the functional buttons for breastfeeding mamas. It's partially lined again, and it's also got that kind of tiered design. So it goes A-line, and then right at the bottom it flicks out to this beautiful ruffled tier. Again, let's just chuck it on. So this is the gorgeous Blake on, and I just am growing to love it more and more and more the more that I wear it. So once I popped it on, I literally started to fall in love with the shape. It's drawn in at the perfect waist length for me. It's not under the boobs, it's not really low, and it also sort of curves at a downwards angle towards the back. Jess was saying that this design is actually their most popular. The frill design on the sleeve is stunning. Now this one retails for $74.95. I got this in the size 18 because I was worried about this, but actually I have a lot of room in here and definitely could have worn the 16. Next up, and possibly one of my faves, is the chase dress. I just am living for this mustard color. It's so vibrant, it's very spring, and it's literally delivering all of the vibes of spring that I was hoping for. It's that gorgeous cheesecloth linen-y vibe again, and it's got the tiers. It's just such a flattering style, and I think it suits a lot of body shapes. Now this kind of style, you could either bring it in with a belt or you could just let it flow naturally, and again would suit that pregnancy style. Now don't mind the little stain. I did wear this to get a photo in and I spilled my lunch on it. So typical Katie, can't keep things nice. Okay, so this is the gorgeous chase on, and I'm just living for it. It ends just below my boobs. Now to be honest, I could wear a perkier bra and that would help bring it a little bit lower than my breast area, but today I'm wearing a comfy bra. I'm choosing comfort over style. The little details along here are just so cute, and it very much suits that A-line oversized style. If I give a little twirl, it just moves beautifully. Again, pregnancy friendly, very comfortable. The chase retails for $64.95, and I'm actually wearing the size 18 in this, but I think I could have gone down to a 16 just purely because of that room in the chest again. But like I said, it depends what kind of fit you're after. If you're after that little bit of looseness, and bearing in mind it is that cottage cheesecloth material, which might shrink ever so slightly. It's kind of one of those materials that shrinks when you wash it and then expands as you wear it. So just bear that in mind. So I'm glad I went the 18, but I think I would have fit the 16 for reference. Just to give you an idea, this is the chase with the belt on, and I also really like this shape. It just really depends what look you're going for. Moving right along, we have the beautiful Pebble Dress. Look at that. The shape on that is lovely. It's actually a new shape, Jess was saying, that they've recently designed, and the material is very similar, if you'll see, to the pink maxi skirt that I own, which is my all-time favorite orange sherbet piece, and I always get questions about it. So this is a very similar pattern. It is a beigeier, more neutral tone, like tan, whereas my other one's pink, but I'm living for it. And it's got buttons all the way down, which are kind of that shell, what is it called? What are these called? They are just called shell buttons. And this one is in a size 18 again. Now I did size my usual size for this because of the sleeves. Now the sleeves are a tighter fitted sleeve, so just bear that in mind. If you have got larger arms, you might want to size up, or you might want to stay your usual size instead of sizing down, which I would normally do for a like style that's wider fit. I would probably normally go a 16. But I went the 18 for the arms on this case. Okay, this is the beautiful Pebble one on. Now this one has pockets, which, can I say, is a plus. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with pockets. I don't know. I feel like I'm not the only person, and I don't know why we love pockets so much, but it's just an added feature. The length on it is really lovely, and I think that's something that a lot of brands miss out on, is that length. It's very modest. It's very mum casual. I could definitely see myself wearing this to the park with the kids, bending over to help them, and it's not going to show my hoo-ha to the whole world. Now, talking about the arms, like I was saying, it is a tighter fitted arm. However, it's definitely still got that movement in it, so I can still twist my arm around and the material is shifting for me. It's not sticking to my arm. So that's because I went up to the size 18. If I had have gone the 16, I think it would have been a lot tighter and stuck there. So I'm glad I went the 18 with it. It's just such a beautiful style, very flowy, very casual, and I'm loving the print. I don't know if I've already said this, but it's $59.95, so it's definitely the cheapest dress that I'm sharing with you today. So moving along, we have the Havana high-low skirt, and as the name suggests, it is higher in the front and lower in the back. It's not lined, but I actually really like that for a darker print, because in summer it gets hot and I really don't want to have double lining unless it's necessary. And like I said, with the darker print, you're not going to notice underneath the skirt. Now it's got a beautifully wide, thick elastic band. I sized down to a 16 in this style because with this kind of style, you don't need it to be a bigger style. As you can see, the sizing is just perfect for me. I don't feel like it's too tight around me. That you're not going to see that. It's definitely not too tight around me at all. I feel very comfortable in it. Can sit down. There's no pulling or tightness around this part of my body either. I wanted to give you a up close look at the print. So it's got this beautiful orange panel down the bottom. It's like an orangey brown, and then a purpley lilac crossed with a yellow and a white and a brown design, if you can see that. It is the most beautiful print, and it's very, again, that style that you can move between spring, autumn, summer, even winter. And I don't know if you can see that lower at the back design and then the front. So this skirt retails for $64.95, and like I said, I'm in the size 16. Moving on to the very last item, we have the Rosalie top. Now I have this one in the size 18 because of the style of it. I thought I'd go my usual size. It's got functional buttons, again for breastfeeding, or breastfeeding friendly I should say. And it's got 2 tassels, which is so chic, so cute, very summery. And I find that this kind of design goes really well with like a denim skirt or what are they called? The Bermuda shorts. But you could really play around with anything with this. You could wear a black skirt, you could wear jeans, literally anything, and this will go with it. It's got that kind of peplum, is it peplum? Is that the word I'm looking for? Style, where just under the boob it kind of goes out. It's very flattering, especially for apple-shaped women. So this is the Rosalie on, and as you can see, it's extremely flattering, very summery. Sorry, I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder because I haven't really got to wear it yet. It's just so flattering, and the length of it is not like really short. Like I find like some of them end just as my apron ends, and it's just very unflattering, whereas this is coming down lovely, and it's coming just ever so slightly over the butt as well. Such a nice design. I'm really stoked with it, and the arms are flowy, a beautiful length to them. I really can't rate this enough. And then with the panel where it's breastfeeding friendly, they actually have a bit of material which is all the way to like here, to allow for that being covered in there as well. I'm really stoked with this. This one's $54.95 retailed, and I think overall I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of this new spring wardrobe. So that's it for another haul from me, guys. If you wanted to check any of the items out that I've showcased today, I will have them linked down below. While you're down there, make sure you hit the thumbs up on the video, and also let me know in the comments your favorite bits from the haul today, and I'll see you guys very soon for another video on my channel. Bye!